So Amy, in charge of what will be our first women's team for a while here at Aldershot, and what's it mean? What's it mean to be able to bring women's football here to Aldershot Town?
Well, as we know, what an amazing legacy to bring through to the next phase into women's football. So, everyone has when you talk about Aldershot Town, it's got such an amazing brand, such an amazing history. So I think to bring women's football here for that next phase, it just couldn't be more exciting than, it is. What a great time to be involved in something monumental and historical, and just to see the way women's football is taking off, what an exciting part for the club to be a part of this and to push that future forward of that next step into women's football. So an absolute honour and privilege to be at the helm of that, to take us forward.
Yeah, you mentioned the success that women's football's had, particularly in the nation of England, obviously winning the Euros and stuff a few years ago, that they've been doing great. So there's a real fever, isn't there? And to be able to bring that to the local girls and women around this area is so important, isn't it?
So very important. I was actually at the Euros final when England won that. So to be a part of that, and then to want to take that from there and to bring it to women where we can, where there hasn't been historically that opportunity, is just an absolute privilege and a joy to be a part of that.
And how's it been settling in? Obviously, we've had the trials and the training sessions have been going on for a while now since we announced that we were doing this. And how's it all been settling in?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough gig, to be honest. I think football, you don't do it for the money; it's all for the love. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes that you don't see. A lot of finding players, setting up venues, setting up friendlies, and so that we can turn up and we can actually have a great game of football. There's lots that goes behind the scenes. So I think there's been a lot of hard work for everyone involved, but so rewarding as well to start seeing players coming through, to have that platform, to see people who might be playing elsewhere to go, oh, actually, Aldershot's been my childhood club. What an amazing opportunity to step up and play for my childhood hero club.
And has there been a kind of a mix of players maybe coming from other clubs around the area, but also maybe has there been an opportunity for some girls that haven't played in senior women's football before that have now got that opportunity? Yeah,
I mean, it definitely has been a bit of a mix. It's a tricky time to be recruiting as well. So it's a bit of a two-pronged. We're going in nice and early so that we can actually get the message out and build a squad that we actually want, which is an absolute privilege to have that. However, you have the challenge as well, as we are mid-season of a existing season. So there are people who are with existing clubs, who have competing training, things like that. So we have had, dribs and drabs of people who can turn up at various times, or having to balance that with their current clubs.
And well, we got ourselves underway with our first friendly, didn't we, last week? It was a 1-1 draw with Ash United. How was it to be able to play a game of a friendly but competitive game, a real senior first team game? Was that good?
I think we took the friendly out of friendly in a way. I think Ash United didn't know what to expect. And we've got quite a young squad, so we are trying to build that pathway for our academy girls to come into senior women's football. So we had a really good mixture of senior women's and academy girls. So, and a bit of an unknown at how that will mix. And we really absolutely took the game to them. We scored first, which was absolutely great to see, considering Ash United have been together for a while. We really took the game to them. We stepped up against the physicality. We gave it back. We absolutely stepped in and owned that game. So it was a real privilege, and as I said, a bit of an unknown as to see how you'll go stepping into that senior women's arena. And I know that Ash United were pleasantly surprised at the competitiveness of the game. So yeah, it was really exciting.
Well, you mentioned the girls that they're from the academy. We've seen, haven't we, that they've been very good over the last few years in that setup that through the academy and the girls teams, the 18s and the 16s. So how important is it for those girls to have the pathway into senior football?
Absolutely. I mean, you put all this groundwork in, building through the Aldershot way, teaching them how to play, and then to have that privilege of then taking them to that senior level where they can continue for as long as they want is so important. We don't want to put all that work in and then they get to 17 and then they go elsewhere. So it's so critical for us to have that pathway for them to go into. And it is quite different because academy football is, you know, it is about teaching them to play, teaching them the Aldershot way, and then you step into senior football and the focus changes because it's about performance. You've got to get those 3 points, you've got to step up every single week. So it's amazing to have that journey for them, to give them that opportunity to step into senior women's football.
And I think they definitely deserve it, don't they? They've been doing well over the last few years, this current group that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. The work ethic is there, the passion, and it's just only going to grow. And I think what's really exciting is seeing the younger age groups coming through, the 14s and the 15s that are coming through. It's going to be really exciting because the skill level is only building younger and younger and younger as the interest in women's football grows. So it's a really exciting time to be part of it all.
So we've had our first few training sessions and stuff. We've had the trial period. We've had our first game now. What's the timeline looking like now?
My aim is to get as many friendlies in between now and August as possible. We go to the league next month to register the team officially. And what they will do is they'll look at the results of our friendlies and then they will make a determination as to where we start in the league. So it's these friendlies are critical. They're not just about getting the team together or getting minutes in your legs. It could place us in a different, you know, in a league of where we start, which is really exciting.